What is up, everybody? We are back in the building. Please do me a favor and give me a one in the comments if you could hear me okay. I usually uh check this out myself, which I think I'll just do it again just to make sure everything is all good. We have to talk about a video that was produced about me by Point and Shoot. I don't know if you know who Point and Shoot is. Some of you may, many of you may not. Point and Shoot is basically some white guy named Mike. He built his channel off of talking about No Jumper. Hate watching No Jumper, getting to know people, I guess, within the cast, the host lineup of No Jumper. Some people say he may actually have inside sources from No Jumper that give him information. I really don't know. I really don't care. I don't think the guy is all that interesting. Sometimes he cracks a funny joke or two, but ultimately, he's just some white guy from the Middle West who's lonely, and I assume, needs somebody to talk to. But Mike finally decided to come after me, and I'm trying to plug in my charger. If y'all wonder what I'm doing, Mike decided finally to come after me, and I guess he has nothing to criticize as far as like my hosting ability or my podcasting ability on No Jumper. So Mike decided to come after my credentials as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Before I get started on that, I just want to say this, guys. Listen, fighting is fighting. Playing around is playing around. There are people who are willing to play, but there are people who are really not willing to fight. Messing around, playing around in boxing gloves, all this stuff. This is totally different from actually training, preparing for a combat sport, going out and executing under an immense amount of pressure. The pressure alone prevents most people even from competing on any level. And, it is something that is not for everybody. If it was for everybody, you would see everybody doing it. And Brazilian Jiu Jitsu really, really, really taught me a lot about self discipline. It taught me a lot about, you know, preparing for, uh, just preparing for anything, really. I made lifelong friends. I was able to achieve things that not even 1% of the world will ever achieve. And one thing I always tell you guys, I'll never get online and make up lies. Any of my day ones, people who watch my channel, they'll tell you one thing: Brandon, he's going to be honest, he's going to be truthful, he's going to be forthright, and he's going to let you know what it is and what it isn't, right? So the idea that Point and Shoot would actually attack me on my credentials as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt is absolutely crazy. But what I like to do, I mean, I want all the smoke. What I like to do is I like to do these live shows, and I like to let people who have criticisms come up and express those criticisms. Because if you can prove that I'm not a world-class black belt, be my guest. Be my guest. Because Point and Shoot was totally unable to actually prove, his assertion. And he's such a coward that he actually he took the video and he put the video behind a paywall on Patreon. And I know why he did that. And a lot of people who are just thirsty to hate, they're not going to see it. But I know why Point and Shoot did it, because Point and Shoot knows that if he actually posted that video on YouTube publicly for the world to see, he would get literally thousands of comments in the comment section debunking his claims, making him look stupid, and basically vouching and advocating for me being a world-class black belt. Guys, listen, one thing about world class is this. There are people who are world class black belts who don't compete at all. There are people who are world class black belts who've never even won a world championship at black belt because it's that hard. It's that difficult to win, right? So this idea that, oh, I'm going to say this and oh, I'm going to post a picture and then elaborate on it, and that's going to prove that this guy is not really a black belt. It just makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. But as is the usual, when you have people who have never accomplished anything in their life, they think that tearing somebody down who's achieved so much is going to be as easy as simply snapping your fingers. Guys, if something is built on a solid foundation, it's going to take a lot more than a whack ass video with a bunch of baseless claims to debunk that. As we speak, I have people in my inbox begging me to talk about MMA, UFC, hey, do a jiu-jitsu tutorial, all that stuff. So what I've decided to do was this, right? We got the donation goal. It's 10 $5 donations by the time this video ends. If we reach our mark of 10 $5 donations, which includes if somebody drops a $20 contribution, whether it's Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat, if we reach our goal, right, of 10 $5 donations, I will not only produce, but I will release publicly for free a jiu-jitsu tutorial. I will teach you guys a move, show you how it works, show you how to apply it in a fight or anything, any situation you want. Hell, you could take it and teach it to your kids, whatever. I will do that for you just to share some of my knowledge with you, right? But this is the nature of all haters. And that's why, but it makes for a good time. It makes for a really good time. And it gives us something to talk about today on this beautiful Sunday, where I know you ain't doing ish after that DDP, Driscus Duplessis and Kazmat fight yesterday in the UFC. So I will start with the first video. I don't know where this guy is coming up with this stuff, but I will start with the first video from his thing. Hopefully this ruins some of his revenue. Hopefully this takes away from his revenue when it comes to his Patreon paywall. Let me make sure I'm not doxing anybody. Okay, we're good. Okay, so it'll be like these small clips. It doesn't really matter. Guy's an idiot anyway. Let's start here.
So he says he's a black belt who has won world championships. And I'm looking at him when he's saying this and I'm going, you're morbidly obese. What? You are a crybaby. There's no way you've won anything, a world championship in anything. And so I was highly skeptical. And what I did was I opened a separate investigation into his jiu-jitsu stuff. And of course, I found out that he is misrepresenting his accomplishments. He's not a world champion. He's actually far from a world champion. He's never competed on the world stage. He's never competed as a black belt in his life. So not only has he never won, but he's never competed as a black belt.
And I'm a black belt. I've won world championships.
He calls himself a black belt world champion though, because when he was a brown belt, he won an SJJIF, which is not a world title at all.
It's not accurate to call yourself a world champion if you won an SJJIF.
And that's exactly what Brandon is doing. He's considering this a world title. What? Not even kidding. And this is what I'm talking about with the stolen. This is why I consider this to be a jiu-jitsu stolen valor, because he's claiming he's a black belt right now and claiming to be a world champion because he won at brown belt at the SJJIF. So what he's supposed to say is, I won an SJJIF when I was a brown belt, but I'm a black belt now, but I'm not a world champion at all. That's what he should have said, but he didn't say that. Everybody knows, including Brandon, by the way, that in order to call yourself a world champion in jiu-jitsu, you have to go to the IBJJF in the gi and win and compete against other black belts and win and become a black belt world champion, or you can compete at ADCC and that title will do just fine because that's actually the real world title.
The only way to be like a real world champion is like fucking win ADCC. I think in the gi, I think IBJJF in the gi at black belt is like, that's for the gi, that's tip top. You know what I mean? But
So he says he's a black belt who has won world championships. And I'm looking at him when he's saying this and I'm going, you're morbidly obese. What? You are a crybaby. There's no way you've won anything, a world championship in anything. And so I was highly skeptical. And what I did is jiu-jitsu stuff. First, I found out that he is misrepresenting his accomplishments.
Hold on, guys. Somebody said that they were unable to hear it. Are you guys unable to hear this? Let me know if you guys are able to hear this. If you can't hear it, give me a 2. If you can hear it, fine. Give me a 1. Yeah, bro. Smartino, who can't hear it? Oh, we heard it fine. All right, Smart. Okay, your volume was down. Yeah, got to get it together. Okay, so what I want to do, because I'm trying to figure out a way to like play this and stop this crap, but there's really no way to like play this or stop it, I don't think. Okay, so I don't know how the hell. Hold on, let me see if I could. Let me see if I could. Maybe I could forward this. No, I can't. Damn. I'm just trying to get this stupid point and shoot video to let me see. I'm just trying to see if I could. Because there's some things I want to comment on. You know that as he's saying it, because a lot of what this guy point and shoot, this guy has to be probably one of the biggest haters on earth. And then the people he uses, which is funny, the people he tries to use to validate his claim, it makes absolutely no sense. Like people you've never heard of, they've never even competed, and they're starting their comments with "I think." Oh, I think this or that. It's like, dude, no one's paying you to freaking think. You can't hit us with the "I think" when you're making claims about people in their black belt and their pedigree and their credential. Man, I wish I could freaking pause this. I can't freaking pause this. I don't know why I can't pause this. But basically he's using people and they're using this, oh well, I think, and if you don't do this and you don't do that. And there's a guy, and one of the guys has a YouTube channel, which is crazy. And I would have loved to like been able to talk to this guy in real time and just ask him what are his credentials and where he and how he can talk about anyone being a world champion or not. But one of the claims that Point Shoe makes is, oh, in order to call yourself a world champion, in order for you to call yourself a world champion, you have to win black belt world champion at IBJJF. And guys, this is just something that is absolutely dumb as hell, right? So I want to see if I could get someone on the phone who's actually writes a bunch of jiu-jitsu books, right? He's the guy who actually writes the he actually writes all the books for all these guys who are he writes the book for all these guys who are like the world champions, Andre Gaval, you know, all these people. And hold on. I'm texting. But I'm trying, it's kind of I know this is taking a second, but I'm just trying to get the right information up here, like the right stuff. So I'm gonna take you through a little bit of my jiu-jitsu history, right? So my first instructor ever was a man who goes by the name of Kevin Howell. Kevin Howell looks like a regular average white guy, you know, nothing to write home about if you're just looking at him. This was my first jiu-jitsu instructor ever. He gave me my white belt. I mean, obviously, I started with a white belt. He gave me my white belt. He gave me my blue belt. And he gave me my purple belt. Now, Kevin Howell has never competed. Well, I think he might have competed once at black belt, but he's never really won any major tournaments or anything like that. This guy is considered a world-class black belt. Why do I know that? Because this man is the authority right now when it comes to jiu-jitsu. Well, actually, I would have to say that John Danaher is the authority at no-gi, Gordon Ryan's coach. But as of right now, John Danaher, Kevin Howell is the authority when it comes to jiu-jitsu techniques, putting them on paper, and then turning those into books and selling those books to the masses of jiu-jitsu practitioners globally, okay? So he's written books for and with 5-time world champions, 4-time world champions. He has a book called he wrote a book called Drill to Win with Andre Gaval, who actually is one of my masters. You can see it right there. Andre Gaval with Kevin Howell. So what you have to understand first and foremost is I come from a line of like the highest level of instruction. The guy who was teaching me from white to purple was the guy who was writing the books on this stuff. The guy who was sitting down, breaking down footage with world-class world champions, multiple-time world champions, and they're like running moves by him saying, hey, do you think this will work? Do you think that will work? Maybe this won't work. Maybe this will work, right? So understand, every belt that I received was earned. That alone kills point and shoots argument, just that. Because in jiu-jitsu, what many of you don't know who've never done it, the first thing they're going to ask you, what's your belt? Black belt. Under who? And based on who you say your black belt is under, that's going to tell them everything they need to know about you. For the $1 million grand prize, can anyone in the comments tell me who I am a black belt under? So I went white belt, Kevin Howell, blue belt, Kevin Howell, purple belt, Kevin Howell. And just saying Kevin Howell, Atos Jiu-Jitsu, that's good enough. That's good enough right there. But does anyone know who I am a black belt under? Because if you knew who I was a black belt under, that also totally destroys point and shoots argument. And anybody, and we're about to open it up we're going to put the link in the comments in a second and let you guys come up. But if you know who I'm a black belt under, if you know these people, you automatically understand this guy's legit. And the people who I'm a black belt under are better than Eddie Bravo, better than Marcelo Garcia. Hold on really quick. Now, I just showed you guys Kevin Howell, author of many, many books. What's up, man? Kev, my man. Okay. I have a loser who is on the internet hiding a video behind a paywall claiming I am not or was not I am not a world class. Well, now I'm probably not because I haven't competed in forever. But he's saying I never was a world class black belt. I never competed at anything that means anything. and I never was a world-class jiu-jitsu competitor, and I'm basically a fake black belt.
What?
What
Who
would
is
you?
this guy?
Some guy point and shoot on YouTube. Brandon is a fake black belt. He's scamming everyone, saying he's a black belt. You, as my first ever instructor, author of many jiu-jitsu books, you've worked with the greatest. You are world-class, in my opinion. What would you say to someone who told you Brandon is a fake black belt?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's absurd for sure. But it's crazy. Like, does this guy train?
No, he doesn't even train, but he's going to get clips of stuff like, you remember when Keenan said, if you win SJJIF, you're not a real world champion and all that crap, even though he competed in the tournament many times trying to get that title.
Totally.
Okay, so what do you think, like, lineage wise, if you had to tell someone about my lineage, what in my like jiu-jitsu career?
Well, number one, I'd tell him, like, you won major tournaments. Like, so you won PANS, and that's a huge tournament. Didn't you go to Abu Dhabi?
Twice.
You know, like, that's like not freaking easy. Like, you fought some of the best grapplers, and even then, like, aside from like you competed and you fought with good guys of your era, like, I would still say, like, you, not even at AOJ, but like when you were still with us, even you'd go down to Galvaos and you're training. Like, the only guys that were able to like kind of do something would maybe be Moku, or maybe that Danny guy could like hold you for a little bit, but like you're kind of giving the business to like lots of studs, you know, like.
Would you say?
That was the time when that was like the best gym in the world, you know. So I think it's stupid. Like, it's just a dumb argument. Like, I don't know why he's even trying. Like, it's just not. I mean, and then you got your black belt from the Mendez Bros. Like, dude, like,
what percentage? What percent? Let me ask you a question.
Their lineage is unmistakable. So I think it's just absurd.
Let me ask you a question. What percentage of jiu-jitsu, out of everyone in the world who does Brazilian jiu-jitsu, past, present, and future, what percentage of Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners, even on a professional level, would you say would be willing to accomplish the things that I accomplished as far as jiu-jitsu is concerned?
Well, I mean, number one, you got to think, like, of any given gym, 10% of that gym is probably willing to compete, and that's kind of across the board. Like, you might have some gyms where there's a greater percentage, and you have some gyms that have a lower percentage. Now, you're going to have guys that go of that group. You're going to have thirds. Like, you'll have a third of them lose the majority of their fights. They have a really tough time. They never really get their footing, and they kind of wash out of competition. Then you have the guys that kind of win 60-40, 50-50, and they're like, they can do stuff. Like, they can win fights. Like Ziggy. Ziggy's a guy who, like, on any given day, he can go out and win a fight or two, maybe a fight, and then lose a fight. And, like, that's pretty hard. Like, it's pretty hard when you're fighting guys that are pros in every weight and age group that are like, this is all they really do. And their diet's good, their preparation is good, this is their passion, you know. And then you have guys at the other end that win. And so I would say, like, you're on that spectrum, you know, where on your side of the wall of your age group, you can win. That doesn't mean you're going to win everything, because that's impossible, but you're capable of winning. And so you're looking at, for every gym, the 10% that's willing to compete, and you drop that into thirds, and I would say you're in that top 2, 3, 4% of any given gym that can actually go out and win their fights.
Right.
Because, I mean, I'm sure you've been at AOJ and seen, like, you've seen it where, like, they enter 60 kids, they get 60 medals, they also have tournaments where they enter a bunch of Masters athletes, and all those Masters guys lose their first fight.
They lose.
You know, so it's like you can't say, oh, everyone there wins. No, it's still like a normal gym when you reach the spectrum of like older guys, younger guys, non-professional athletes. Like you're in the top tier of any given gym.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been around a black belt? Let's say like Andre Gaval. I'm talking about the top dogs, Rafa Mendez, Guy Mendez. Have you ever been around any of those people? Have you heard anything negative about me as far as my jiu-jitsu ability, my ability to win, any of that? Have they ever been like, man, Brandon's just not good?
No. This guy's always sing your praises. This guy's always just, man, Brandon's a beast. Brandon's a beast. Man, like, yeah. I mean, no, they don't. Those guys, but here's the thing. Those guys, like, they truly care, like, super hard about, like, their reputations and their reputation is built off of winning everything. So, like, for them to come in and be like, hey, this guy's winning, we're psyched. They don't shy away from that. Like, they want that around them. So they'll be like, dude, this guy's winning. He's coming in. He's helping us train. Like, they're usually I've never heard them say a cross word.
All right,
not in terms of like your contribution to the room, you know.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll call you back.
All right, Brandon. I'll see you back later.
All right, peace. Okay, so that's Kevin Howe, the world class jiu-jitsu instructor. Literally, I sat in rooms with him, Andre Gaval, Rafa Mendez. I was just talking to freaking what's his name? The Australian dude. Damn, what's his name? I forgot this guy's name, but he's Australian. God, I forget his name. I keep wanting to call him Dean Lister, but he's not Dean Lister. He's way better than that. I forgot his name. But just world champion jiu-jitsu people. And I've trained with these people. I've learned from these people. I've taught classes for these people. So for someone to say like, oh man, this guy sucks. He's faking. He's not really a black belt. He's never competed at all. Bro, you just heard someone who is the #1 jiu-jitsu author in the world. You just heard someone who is the #1 jiu-jitsu author in the world tell you, say, hey, nah, dude, you're like 3-4%. Because what he's trying to point out is there are very few people who can actually compete and win. Let alone, I mean, there's very few people who even compete who have the balls, let alone go win and win consistently. Most people are just like training. That's it. They're afraid to go, into a competition and compete against anybody, let alone have a winning record, let alone go beat people, let alone go beat people who actually win jiu-jitsu tournaments, right? So this idea that you got a fake black belt running around in jiu-jitsu and no one's calling this guy out, no one's letting people know, hey, you got this guy, he's pretending to be a black belt. This is just bullcrap, because out of every major martial art, I would say Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the hardest martial art to fake a black belt in. You could say, hey, I'm a black belt in Kempo Karate and just pick a guy off of the internet, and there's really no one who can vet you. But in jiu-jitsu, you say, hey, I'm a black belt. Dude, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You're not going to AOJ and all these places and put a black belt on your waist and you don't have some type, and you're not good. There's certain rooms in jiu-jitsu that you won't even be invited into if you're not good. And guess what? All those rooms I was invited into. If you can look at this picture right here, this is every Monday and Wednesday. I would have to drive from Long Beach. Of course, I competed IBJJF and won. Every Monday and Wednesday, I would drive from Long Beach, California, all the way to San Diego. If you know anything about jiu-jitsu, anything, you know that this whole room is full of world champions. This whole room. This guy, Andre, is like the guy in jiu-jitsu. He's like the top dog. That's Andre Gaval, front and center, right? Do you see me right here? If you look at the top right of the picture, you can't get in that room. You can't get in that room unless you're good, unless you are legit. That's what they say in jiu-jitsu, like, hey, he's legit. These guys, I'm talking about Andre, like top 3 all time, period. And guess what? Somebody put Atos was #1 team for a while. I was at Atos when Atos was the #1 team. When we had Keenan, we had JT, we had Felipe Trovo. If you see behind Andre's shoulder, that's Guy Mendez. If you see right at the top of Keenan's shoulder, left shoulder, that's Rafa Mendez. My boy Pete O'Neill, my boy Dom is in the building. Guys, these were all the top people in the world at that time. And we were going at it. I mean, I could sit up and tell you war stories about jiu-jitsu. Bro, I'm talking about, have you ever drove to a place and as you're driving there, you're so stressed out, you gotta pee? Bro, my first rolls, this was my roll when I got in there. Every day. First person I would go against is Keenan. Keenan is a beast. This guy knows how to use every limb on his body like a monkey. That's a super hard roll, 10 minutes. Next roll was Mike Carbolito. I don't see Mike in this picture. Where's Mike? Mike Carbolito's not in the pic. But Mike Carbolito, if you know anything about Mike Carbolito, bro's an absolute beast. That was my second roll. Third roll was this dude right here, Felipe Trovo. This guy is a monster. He actually was like world champion at brown belt at that time. Then the next roll was Andre. And then after that, guess what? Ran those rolls right back. I would do first 4 or 5 rolls with those dudes, and then I would have to go back around the circle. And this was nonstop. This was nonstop until time was up for competition training. We could talk BJJ. Give me a second real quick. Here, give me a second. But nobody, like 1% of all jiu-jitsu athletes will experience that. But you can't be in those rooms. These people don't just train with just anyone. Hey, you suck. Hey, come on. You can come and train with us. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. This is one tournament I won. This is IBJJF Pans. Dude, do you know how people would give their left foot to win Pans? People would give their left foot to win Pans. The funny thing is, see this guy on the left? I forgot his name. He actually, I think, stopped doing jiu-jitsu. This guy was really good on the left. He beat me the year before at blue belt, I believe. And then I came back the next year to beat him at purple belt. I don't even know, because these guys are Brazilians. That's why I don't remember their name. But these are actually Brazilians who live in Brazil, who fly all the way to America to compete in IBJJF tournaments. Who do you see at the top? You see me? Now go talk to a jiu-jitsu person. MJ3JU. Come on and add me. Let's talk some serious BJJ. Tell me one question. Have you ever won Pans? If there are probably a lot of jiu-jitsu people in here right now. Ask them, have they ever won Pan Ams? 90%. I bet you every person in here will say they've never won that. Never even come close. But just the idea that someone would say someone is a fake black belt, bro. If you know anything about jiu-jitsu, I was beating black belts when I was a blue belt and a purple belt. That wasn't no big ass. That ain't no like, oh man, he black belt. Like, black belt is great to have, but it ain't even about the belt. Black belt just means you become even more of a student. Black belt just means you're a student of the game. That's it. I don't know if you know my boy right here. This is a major, super good friend of mine, DJ Jackson. This guy's like 3-time no-gi world champion. We're at AOJ hanging out, chilling. What do you mean? This is actually when I was a brown belt. Sorry, guys, that's on me. I hit the wrong button. But just understand, man, when you're in jiu-jitsu, just to kill point and shoot's argument, all I would have to say is I'm a black belt under Hoffa and Guy Mendez. That's literally all I would have to say. And the conversation right there is deaded. These are people who are multiple-time world champions. Like my coach said, my professor said, bro, he said these guys' whole life is based on like winning and their accomplishments. They're not giving a belt to anybody. They're not just handing somebody a belt. Here's a black belt. So you can go out and tell everybody we gave you a black belt and you actually are terrible. It's not how that works. You really have to earn belts from these people. Now, if you can see this pic, and this pic will end the whole conversation, really, in my opinion. And then I'm going to let people come up here. He keeps saying, oh, this guy's a brown belt. He's this and this and that. Listen, man. You guys tell me this picture is photoshopped. Everyone in the room who does jiu-jitsu right now, they know that this was a mic drop. You got that? That's it. That's it. That's a mic drop right there. The link is in the comments to come up. This is it. So when you talk to people like whoever that white guy is, CME, whatever, oh, you can't do this. And I think what you got in the jiu-jitsu world, is a lot of dudes who are like, they're wannabes. Like, and I'm not saying just in the jiu-jitsu world, but in like the jiu-jitsu commentary world. You have a bunch of dudes who are wannabes who they comment on people who've done things that they could never do. Listen, I'm the type of jiu-jitsu, like me, I can go in a jiu-jitsu gym, even with huge guys, and beat 90% of the gym in jiu-jitsu, probably the whole gym, including the instructor. There's people who just will never be able to do anything like that. But I put the link in the comments if you want to come up. And unfortunately for us, those are the people who, for some reason, have like the loudest voices on the internet. But my question to those people would be like, okay, what have you done? What have you accomplished? That would be my question. Also, this one. This is IBJJF, American Nationals. The funny thing about this tournament is if you look very closely, not only did I win my weight, I also won the open weight. That's why I have the 2 golds. Listen, guys, I was a double gold machine. open weight, my weight, no gi. I would go to a tournament and compete like 4 times in one. Like, first of all, to do jiu-jitsu, you have like multiple fights. So I have like 3 or 4 fights. Then that's in my division. Then I would have to go do like 3 or 4 more fights in open weight. Right? So it's really just nonsense that this guy did that. But this is, like I told you guys, this is why the video is hidden behind a paywall. Because if it wasn't, real jiu-jitsu practitioners would have access to it, and then they would be able to say, nah, bro's legit. Bro's legit. Then people say this, oh, bro's this big, he's 400 pounds. Bro, listen, even when I was winning, when I was coming up, bro, I was not super big. This guy, look at this guy on the left. This guy on the left came in 3rd place. It was only 3 of us competing. The first match, I had to beat this guy on the right. Him and his coach tried to go, they wanted to fight in the parking lot afterwards. But this is the guy I had to fight first, and this guy is damn near my height while I'm standing on the #1 podium. Dude was built. He came in second, my bad. Dude, the guy's almost my same height, and I'm on the #1 podium. So when you got this nonsense, oh, he was just beating up people smaller than him and all this stuff. Come on, guys. That's just what people who suck at everything say. Like, these people, they never won anything in their life. So they live to try to devalue things that they can't do. You see a beautiful, it's like the guy, you see a beautiful girl and he says, she's probably a hoe. Well, yeah, in your mind, you want her to be a hoe because you could never get with her. Oh, I didn't even remember. Man, I remember this pic. Dude. This is the first time I won the Abu Dhabi trial. And guess who I'm hanging with? My boy Keenan, good friend of mine. And that's my check. Because when you win, you get money. That was my little $2,000 check for winning at Blue Belt. Don't you wish you could go win something and get a quick $2,000? It's a good feeling. Drive up to San Diego, put belt to ass, and get you a $2,000 check and a free round trip, all expenses paid trip to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. I'll take it. Now, who did I get my brown belt from? It only gets worse. Mr. 256, I don't know why I won't let you connect. I see you trying to come up. Go through a different browser. $2,000 holla for sure. I'll take it. This, and as I go up in the lineage, people might be like, oh yeah, because bro, it only gets worse. Brown belt, Hafa Mendez, Guy Mendez. They strapped that on my waist, bro. What are you talking about? These are my guys. I never competed at ADCC. I've never done ADCC. The one thing about like me, the whole time I was doing jiu-jitsu, bro, I had to work. I had to take care of my family. So I didn't have a lot of time to be like, just like, oh, I'm going to do like a 3-month training camp for ADCC. Like, I didn't have time to do all that. So a lot of those tournaments, I just couldn't do them because I just didn't have the time. I had to make money.
Yo, Brandon.
That's why I wish I would have learned about jiu-jitsu when I was a bit younger. Go ahead, Mr. 256.
What's good, man? I'm letting you know I'm a supporter of you, man. I wasn't really trying to troll you like that for real, but I do jiu-jitsu and all that. Won a couple tournaments and all that. I'm a purple belt out here. You know what I'm saying?
Out where?
I'm under Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
But where are you at with this?
I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. Gracie, Gracie, Baja.
Okay, Gracie Baja, that's cool. They do a lot of competitions. How do you like it?
I love it, man. I love it, man. I learned a lot, man. I've been doing it for like 6 years now. You know, I compete couple times or whatever, but yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't watch some of your videos on YouTube. You know, you like you be kicking ass and stuff. You know, on in the tournaments and stuff like that. You know, but I was trying to tell other people like when you got the boxing match on it with that no jumper. You know, I was trying to tell people, you know, boxing and doing MMA is different, you know, because when you're boxing, you got those gloves on, but you can't really grapple like the way you want to. But I really feel like if you would have been like an MMA fight, you would have whooped his ass.
Well, first and foremost, we were just punching to the body, so that ain't no
Yeah,
real boxing match. But also, yeah, it's like people will say this. Oh, if that had been a real fight. Well, that whole sentence doesn't make sense because if that had been a real fight, I could just take somebody down. I could just throw one
exactly.
hard punch and when that person reacts to that, I could go straight to the back.
Right,
You know, dump them on the ground and choke the shit out of them. But you can't listen to people who have never. Most of these people have never even had a fight before, and even more of these people have never even, won a fight or done any type of competitive fighting. So I just take that with a grain of salt, right? Um, to me, it just makes no sense. But let them say whatever they want, man. These people are. Most of the people who criticize someone like that are cowards, bro. Like it's no point to really even give them the time of day. But even with that, I still don't. I mean, I watched the video myself. I'm still not gonna say, oh, this guy beat me in that thing, but because he didn't. He didn't land more punches than I did. And when I fell, it was under my own power. So I'm not taking that like he lost. If that's the case, every boxer who ever slips in the ring or throws a punch and falls over, that person will lose. That's not how that works. Now, if someone was out punching me, out pointing me, I could say, okay, that person beat me, but that just never happened. But obviously, people want to see you lose or, because they're just like, they look at you as somebody who's done a lot of things that they can't do. So
right.
it makes sense. It makes sense. But
Yo, what's up with old Esco Barridge? Whatever the fuck his name
please
is,
do not,
man. Get
please
this
do
drunk.
not listen. Please do not read those dumbass people.
You know, what I mean, this dude got fucking Hitler and shit, you know, nigga talking about, you know, trying to mock what I'm saying, you know, but bro don't know shit about nothing. I beat that nigga ass.
Dude, do you know that I actually had like people were hitting me up like, hey, doesn't a slip count as points in boxing? That's when I knew people were dumb. Like they
Yeah,
just don't know about any. Bro, listen, this AI. No, a slip does not count as points in boxing. While a slip is a defensive technique, well, they're talking about the slip where you move your head. It does not result in a knockdown or any points deductions unless it is ruled a knockdown by a referee due to the boxer's failure to rise after a count. So the only way a slip can count as points in boxing is if you slip, you fall to the ground, and you continue to lay there. Then they will say, oh, yeah, that counts against you because you're trying to lay there to get rest. But a slip don't count for shit. It's literally meaningless in boxing. If you go in a boxing ring and fight somebody, they slip and fall, that you don't get nothing for that. Get up, keep going. Right?
right,
And,
right,
and that's in a real fight. Not we can only punch to the body. That's not a real fight, guys. So if you don't know and you're just ignorant, that's fine, right? But if you're just trying to make an argument like this counts for that because because I want it to and because it looks a certain way, that's stupid. That's just the dumbest shit ever. Uh uh what's up, DJ?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I didn't realize you got all your belts from such reputable teachers, man. You badass dude, man. Don't let the haters
What,
get you
what
down.
What reputable teachers, man? What are you talking about?
Man, I heard that the Mendez brothers' name got dropped, man. That's some serious shit, dude.
Oh, the Mendez brothers are supposed to be good.
You tell me. They
I mean,
definitely ain't news, man. They
you
definitely
talk
ain't
about
news, dude.
you talk about how reputable they are.
Dude, you got it, man. I mean, like, hey, I'm curious. I'm curious. Like, you said you used to roll with Keenan Cornelius. What's it like? Because I'm 5'9". You bigger than me, right? I'm probably like 240. I'm 5'9", 240, right? What is it like? I've heard you're around like what, 5'9"? Your height?
Yeah,
You like
5'10".
5'10", 300?
Yeah.
What's it like
Back then
rolling
I
with like?
wasn't. Back then I wasn't that big. I was like 270.
Are there any like advantages that you can say? Because okay, like somebody like Keenan Cornelius, he's like very tall and lean and limber. I mean, and I know I've heard I've heard I think Joe Rogan like mentioned that like he roll with him and he uses his legs like hands almost. What's it like rolling with like different body types like that, right? Like,
Well, I could tell you how to beat people like that.
please, please do tell. I'm curious.
So, like the times where I beat Keenan in training, I just attack the limbs. Because if you let Keenan get all his limbs going, like he uses all of his muscles like in one motion very well. Like if he can get his like knees to his elbows tight, you're not going to be able to like keep him on his back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy's gas tank is incredible. So what I would try to do is I would try to like pass his guard, which is hard in itself. But if I got past the guard, I would try to just attack the limbs. Like if they have long limbs, try to isolate the limbs.
You
That
would
huh?
go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go
I
ahead,
didn't
go
mean
ahead,
to-
go ahead.
it almost seems like people like that, like guys that are like super flexible and limber like that. It seems like it's not as it seems like going for the choke would be more of like a winning strategy than like trying to like attack one of the limbs.
And that's why you ain't beating them. Listen, when they're long, you got to think length equates to strength. So a dude who's like Keenan, who's like 6'1", 6'2", when he's able to use his length on you, he's just as strong as somebody who's freaking 350 pounds.
Uh-huh.
Because once he's able to lock those limbs out, it's going to be very hard to like break those frames, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you attack the frames. So like, okay, say for instance, Keenan gets like an underhook on you. He's on the bottom, you're on the top. He gets an underhook on you. From that underhook that he has on you as he's trying to come up, would it be smarter to say, let me try to just get rolled over so I can go for the neck, or to attack the elbow of the arm that he's using to try to underhook you with an overhook, try to go for like a straight arm lock?
Does your weight advantage against these guys, does it offer any overall, like when you're rolling against guys that are this good, does your weight advantage come into play, or like are they able to kind of like neutralize that?
It comes into play if you have stamina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll give you an example. Being big is not just gonna make you win. You have to have enough stamina to stay in the fight long enough for your weight to become a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're gassing out 2 seconds after you start, that's not helping you.
Did you do like any like like cardio? Like what was your, like when you were training, did you do any cardio outside of just rolling every day? Or was you just on the mats every day?
Just training, bro. Just training. To be honest with you, I was a lot slimmer then too.
Okay.
But just training. I was still big, 270, 275. But yeah, mostly it was just like training. But here's the thing, not like old man training where you're just like getting a grip and you're trying to just hold on for dear life. Like training with actual movement, you know?
Yeah.
Because a
You
lot of guys
open it up.
Yeah, you have to open your game up.
That, I mean, like I'll be honest, that's how I am right now. I feel like whenever I get on the mats, I'm super noob. So But like I feel like when I get on the mat, like if I get on top of a guy, you know, I'm more so just trying to like control them. You know, I feel like I can like do like I can control a lot when I'm on top, but I'm scared to like open up. You know, and it's like I want to get out of that. I'm trying to like train myself to get out of that mindset and like, you know, because once you open up, you know, like yeah, you might be able to do something, but you opening up your guard as well, and you can be attacked. You
Right.
know,
You
so
feel like you're at risk of like,
yeah.
and that's one of the things I would say, like when I was training that made me like successful. Very early on, I got to the point where I was down to open up, right? And like when they always say like I hate to quote Henry Gracie because he's a jerk, but when he says like keep it playful, that shit's real. It's true. Like you have to keep it playful. Like even if I do like let's say if I train with like a student, right? So some people will see like a black belt, a brown belt. I have a really good friend. He's a brown belt and he's really good. His name's Paul. You know, some people see a brown belt like, oh, that's a threat. I need to like go hard with that person. But me in my mind, if I see brown, I see other black belts, I'm thinking like, man, I need to like, you know, keep it flowing with that person. Like, I'll show you this clip. This is a clip of me, and this is a couple weeks back. It's probably like 2 months ago, maybe 3, of me just rolling with a brown belt. I'm not dudes hard, you know? Like I'm not trying to struggle fight because that defeats the purpose. But this is like you build up cardio with stuff like this as like a big guy.
Do you
You
do
just
any like
gotta
flexibility? Do you do any flexibility training? Are
not
you like
really.
flexible at all or no?
I'm pretty flexible, but not I don't train it. I just keep moving like this kind of stuff. And even if you watch me roll, you can see like a little bit of Mendez brothers in there and stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and you're gonna be a product of the people who you learn from.
What do you think of like the new? What do you think of like the new school guys? Like the what's the nerdy white kid's name? Mikey Musumeci. Man, that
Why
dude
is he
is
nerdy?
he
He's
looks
nerdy.
hella nerdy. Man. Like that dude. Like if you pass that dude on the street, that dude looks like he goes to anime cons all day. But
But he'll
I
kick
mean,
your ass
is
though.
Mikey
you would never
is
guess that
Mikey
dude could kill you with his bare hands.
is Mikey nerdy? I mean, Mikey been winning for years. He almost been like over.
Mikey is a geek, man, but he'll kill somebody, with
Yeah,
the
dude.
jiu-jitsu.
That dude can kill most men.
Hell yeah,
Right.
facts.
I agree 100%. Mikey, he doesn't look like a super imposing guy, but bro, I would feel sorry for a person if they got in there with Mikey and thought they was about to, they start fighting with bro and didn't know bro was trained. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Brandon, hold on.
Yeah.
I got a question. I'm gonna put you on the hot seat for. I'm not gonna put just you on the hot seat, but I'm gonna put kind of the BJJ community. So, what's the deal with these Russians, man? How can they be stopped, man? This dude Hamzat, Khabib, Islam, yesterday Hamzat, man. Like, is there an answer for these dudes? Are they just that much better than the whole world and grappling, man? Because that performance yesterday, dude, like DDP, dude, that dude was defenseless. How do you stop
DDP,
that?
but DDP fought stupid, man. He came in, he did the worst possible thing. He came in like trying to strike with like a wrestler. Even in the first round, bro's stance was way too high for
I
someone
know,
going against a
dude.
wrestler. Like, did
Dude,
you see
this
the
guy
takedown?
Bloodworth, he's from Chechnya, dummy. Sorry, I'm sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
But here's the thing: when you saw Kazmat or whatever his name is take the guy down within the first 1 second, that's when I knew the fight was over because I saw Duplessis. He didn't train to fight a grappler. Why? Like, look how quick, bro. When he shot in on him, right? Bro got so deep on that shot. I was like, this guy just trying to get a payday. In my opinion, DDP was just, I know I'm gonna lose. Let me just go get a payday. But even at the end, DDP had a couple of opportunities to win. So you're just gonna have to get somebody who's as I would say if you have even a decent wrestler who has some good striking, you could beat the Russians, because they're just going up against a bunch of people who don't focus on wrestling. And it makes sense, because in MMA, you start wrestling too much, they're going to start booing you. It's not entertaining.
Do you think somebody like Gordon Ryan could beat Hamzat in an MMA match?
Hell yeah.
You think that Gordon Ryan could stop
Man, it's not even
Hamzat's wrestling?
close. It will not even be close. Gordon Ryan will submit him in 30 seconds.
Man, I don't know, dude.
Man, you freaking smoking crack. Bruh, listen to me, man. We always go through this. Gordon Ryan would submit Khamzat in 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes. As soon as there becomes a scramble, as soon as a scramble happens, it's over. Listen, understand, MMA, you still get to punch to loosen people up and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're saying if it's a wrestling match or a jiu-jitsu match?
I'm saying full on MMA. Well, I mean, we never seen Gordon Ryan throw hands, but
full on MMA, it should be Khamzat.
Yeah.
He gets the punch.
Kamaru, like the closest person that I seen to beating Hamzat was Kamaru. I feel like if that fight would have went 5, he lost the first 2 rounds, in my opinion. Third round he beat the. No, Hamzat won the fight.
No, I think Khamzat lost to Usman before.
10 million %. I actually watched the fight earlier today as well. Hamzat won the fight.
Have they fought multiple times?
They only fought once.
Oh,
Usman took the fight on short notice. I forget who Hamzat was supposed to have fought, but Usman took it on like 2 weeks notice, and it was a 3-rounder, and man, it was bad in the first round. It was really bad for Usman. Second round, it was a little bit better. He still lost. Third round, he started teeing off on Hamzat, and if that fight would have went 5 rounds, for sure, Usman would have knocked his ass out.
And this is what I'm saying. When you get somebody who has enough ability to survive, that's the wrestling, then you got a problem for the Russians, right? There's certain people who could beat them even in the UFC right now. But the UFC is trying to make stuff entertaining, so they don't make those fights that often.
What is it do you think about those Russians, the Dagestanis and the Chechens? What is it about them? Do you think it's like genetic, or do you think it's just their culture where they're just like training wrestling from day one? They're just breeding wrestlers that makes them so much like better than us.
If you were training wrestling since you were a little kid, you're going to be good at it. Let me go to Cinderoni. What up, Cinderoni?
Yo, salute. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Yeah, man, this is a good topic, man. I had a few questions. Being that you study these different styles and forms of takedowns and all that. My first question is, how do you compare jiu-jitsu, a professional jiu-jitsu with a wrestler, with a professional wrestler? Let's say we can go as like college wrestler, Brock Lesnar, Kurt Hennings, like those type of caliber of grapplers. Benoit, like how do you compare, and who do you give the edge to between the jiu-jitsu?
You mean them as collegiate athletes, or them as like WWE wrestlers?
Well, no, not as them being professional, like wrestlers in on TV. I'm just speaking on the styles and forms. Who would let's say you put someone with the size of Brock Lesnar and he's a wrestler. Let's say then you put another guy and he's a wrestler, he's jiu-jitsu. How do you think that's gonna go?
It depends on the rules of the fight. If it's a wrestling match, I will hope they will win. If it's a submission wrestling match, I give it to the BJJ person.
Okay. And my second question was, I want you to do this myth buster. First question with it is, why was Bruce Lee so like this mystique fighter that couldn't be defeated, and then my question behind that is, how would you compare jiu-jitsu against a guy like Bruce Lee? How would that go?
He would lose. And on Bruce Lee was not unbeatable. Bruce Lee didn't fight anyone. How can you be like, I'm undefeated and unbeatable? Bro, there's a video on YouTube of this black guy blocking Bruce Lee twice. You remember the one punch he said no one could block? There's a black guy who blocked that shit twice
Right,
at a martial arts convention.
Mm-hmm.
They literally did a demonstration. They called someone up, hey, come. And the black dude blocked it twice. Boom, boom. And put his finger up like, nope. So, I mean, Bruce Lee, to me, a lot of that stuff is more myth. It's more myth and legend than anything.
Okay.
Have y'all seen the videos of the kung fu masters in China? They talk all this shit, and then there's like some MMA dude from China. He like issued a challenge to the kung fu master and then beat that fool's ass. Did y'all see that video?
Yeah,
but
like this dude was talking about throwing fireballs and shit like that.
That was like 30 years. That wasn't fair. I really didn't appreciate that, because that wasn't really fair at all. That was like this young white dude beating on some old.
It was two Chinese dudes.
Hold on, he talking about the Chinese MMA fighter who fought the Bushido master, and he beat up the Bushido master, and the government came down on that
one. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about.
And did what?
Dude, they like banned it. He couldn't go. He couldn't catch the train out of his neighborhood. He lost his job. Like, it was, they just basically, in China, they have a social credit system where if they give you low points, it limits everything. You can't travel outside of your neighborhood. You can't like go to certain stores. It's crazy. So they like punished him for exposing this like fake martial arts master.
But he was talking shit too, though. The Bushido master. That's why the MMA dude challenged him to a fight, because he was talking all this shit. They're like, "Oh, I'm undefeatable," and like MMA. He was talking all type of crazy. And as soon as that fight started, he got punched in his mouth, and that was it, dude. As soon as the fight started,
it went down like a sack of bricks, man. It was very bad for that dude. But yeah, so. But what do I think? I just think it depends on the rules, and that's what people got to understand. When you do any type of like professional fighting or any combat sport, there's rules to it. So when people are like, "Oh, this person could beat this person," it's like, bro, yeah, based on what rule set? Like they can beat them at what? Do you even know what the criteria for victory is?
I'll never forget when UFC first came on. I was when I was young, man. I was like 7, 8 years old, or something like that. Anyway, when they came on, I just felt like, man, like it's a huge disadvantage. These are some huge guys, and I mean, they were just it wasn't a weight class in there. They were just throwing anybody in. But I saw some of the best fights I ever seen in my life, man. With those first UFC fights when they first coming on the 90s, like. Some things I saw I thought I'd never see. You know what I'm saying? So like these techniques, like what's the difference between jiu-jitsu, taekwondo, and just Muay Thai and all that?
Okay, look. I just thought about this. This guy's name right here is Casey. I think his name Casey or something like that. I forgot his name. He'll kill me if he knew I forgot his name. This guy is a D1 collegiate wrestler. He was a D1 collegiate wrestler. What's his freaking name? But I fought him as an amateur jiu-jitsu fighter. In a jiu-jitsu match, we were both blue belts at this time. And this guy, he actually rolled the shit out of me. He first I tried to pull guard on him, right? Because I figured he's a wrestler, so he wants to stand or whatever. He's doing his wrestling stuff, trying to stay up and all that, But if they just don't know, and he knew some jiu-jitsu too. He knew a lot of jiu-jitsu. But see that? If you can use jiu-jitsu, you can get to the top of any wrestler, See how I came from the bottom and I just used like a deep half sweep? He fought it. and then I use that to come up. See? Bam. Unbalanced him. Now I'm coming up to try to get the back, but he's strong as hell, right? Got him to his butt. For some reason, they didn't give me points. Brought us back to Taylor. His name's Taylor. I'm tripping. His name's Taylor. Taylor Kettler. Taylor Kettler. But yeah, so that guy's a big, I mean, he's a big dude. I mean, Sidroni, would you say this guy's a big guy? He ain't no little guy. So just this idea, that's a big cornfed white boy from
yeah,
Missouri.
I'm looking at you, and yeah, he's way bigger than, I ain't say way bigger, but he's bigger than you.
Yeah, and watch, he gonna roll me. he gonna roll me. He gonna use that wrestling. Boom, right there, got me. See, but then when people say, "Oh, if you went to the ground," well, if I go to the ground, I'll do what I just did right there. See what I'm saying? That's why when people say stuff, it's like they just expose that they don't know anything about fighting. Because in a traditional Negro fight, the fight would have been over at that point. See? Oh, he got you down. The fight's over. Nah, people are training to get out of situations like this. I was down, hip frame, hip escape, boop, got my half guard back. Okay, now we're at a 50-50 position. But, and this is what I'm saying. Unless you've been training for stuff like this, you're going to have a hard time with someone doing jiu-jitsu or anything. Because as soon as you think, oh, I'm going to try to punch this person, dude, they're training for that. They're training to take advantage. Now I got an underhook. I unbalanced him, got him up, got his leg. He's trying to run now. See? Now we're back in jiu-jitsu world. See? And now he's running. Now I got him in single leg X guard. Boom. Coming up, grabbed him, pulled his leg from under him. Now I'm back on top. And that's what people don't understand. Like, fights don't just stop. Oh, he hit this one person. He got a hit on you. It's over. Like, that's not anyone. Most people can't fight nothing sustained like that. You know what I mean? They can't fight. This is a 7-minute fight. How many of these people could jump in there and fight for 7 minutes? They'll be done after 30 seconds. Or with me trying to snap their damn ankle like a twig like I just did him. But this is what I'm saying. This is people. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about like the Brazilian fighters and things like that and their style? Like they got different stuff, but like the what's that, the
Capoeira?
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, it's just about it's the fighter, not the style.
Okay.
Some people are going to be able to win with that style. Some people are going to get wrecked with that style.
That's pretty much everything with this whole martial arts deal. Like it's the person and not the style.
Right. Because you get a black dude my exact size, weight, and everything, and I'll be getting smoked by, and that guy gets smoked by this big ass white dude. But this guy ended up getting smoked. Bam. See that? You guys don't know about that technique, boy? Look at this right here. Look at this technique. Andre Gaval taught me this. Put all the weight to the head. They stand up, drop to your knees, boom. And when they try to come up, ankle pick.
Could you see yourself going on UFC?
No, I'm too old for that shit now.
They got fighters your age.
Man, the training camps and how you gonna pay for them and how you gonna make money while you're doing that. But yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna do more jiu-jitsu competitions though, for sure.
Okay.
I'm for sure gonna do those. But I'm actually gonna go train today. But yeah, man, just this dude ended up losing. I actually beat this guy on points, 16-2. He got 2 points for that takedown, and then I just ran up 16 points on him. But and also understand when you're fighting these matches, that day I have 5 fights, and he was my second fight. So when you're fighting, but you're also holding back a little bit because you're like, I got 3 more fights. And the difficulty is going to get more, it's going to get harder as you go. So you conserve a little bit. Look at, boom, trip. See, all that stuff where people are like, oh, this and that, and you feel. I'm like, bro, if I could use even a quarter of the stuff I know, I'm gonna come out on top 90% of the time. But if you're put in one box, oh, you can only do this, that's not real. That's not reflective of anything in real life. But I could do judo throws, judo trips, you know what I'm saying, wrestling techniques, all that. And I tell all these dudes, y'all out here talking about fighting, y'all better be getting in somebody MMA gym. Y'all better be learning how to actually fight. Sorry, DJ. But y'all better be.
How did you feel about? Did you catch the Olympics when that it was like a black guy? They disqualified him for winning. Like he knocked the dude out. They act like he had excessive force. Like how do you have excessive force in a fight? Like,
I don't even know about that.
I think I seen that video, Cinderoni. If it's the one that if it's the one that I think you're talking about, I think the dude like punched him. I think the black dude punched him or something like that. We may not be talking about the same video, but
was
I mean,
it in
like,
wrestling?
Well,
yeah, it was Olympic wrestling, and like,
oh, I know what video y'all talking about.
They was getting a little rough, and the black dude punched him.
The black
like,
dude punched him.
That was wrong.
It was the martial arts competition where the black dude knocked out the Arab, and it was the Olympics. It was like
I don't know.
Yeah, it was
Was
the
it
Olympics.
Taekwondo?
It was the Olympic. It was Olympic. It was Olympic match.
In some of those Olympic martial arts, they have a rule against using too much power. Because some of it, the sport of it is to display the technical aspect. So I mean that's just the rules that he chose to play by. So I don't feel no way he knew the rules when he started.
Yeah, the fight was Tariq Hamidi. If you want to look it up, the guy was Tariq Hamidi, and he was up against a Saudi Arabian Sahad Gonzadeh.
How am I going to spell all this? Tariq Hamidi?
No, Tareg. Tariq.
Oh, Tareg.
Tareg, yeah. Hamidi versus Sahad. Sajad.
Disqualified. Let me see.
Brandon, do you think John Jones is the best fighter of all time?
Yes.
On TV, yeah, no doubt.
Shit, period. Who's gonna beat that nigga's ass?
It got to be somebody in the
nice,
cave.
But like, I
don't think his physical attributes out. But it was an accident. Dude ran into his foot. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not that. Yeah, that's a different.
Hey, he's serious, no doubt. I just listen. I'm always one of them guys that believes it's somebody in the crowd. Just like we see the NBA, and you go to Rucker Park, you'll see somebody just as good as the person, you know what I'm saying, your favorite baller. So I just think it's always somebody out there that could beat, that never got that opportunity to show it.
Somebody has got to be the baddest, and John Jones is the baddest. I mean, he's getting old, so probably some people would beat him.
Call me a hater. Call me a hater, but I feel that he's carried by his physical attributes. I feel like because he's so John Jones. I mean, like he's good, but like pound for pound, like when no, it's not a problem. But I honestly, I feel like he doesn't have to work as hard. This dude's reach is like, his reach is like double. Most of the guys he fights, dude, he has like fucking 6-7 inch reach advantage. Bro, just that alone.
No, bro, come on.
Man, that means, bro, if you have a 7-inch reach advantage,
that is like saying a short person has an advantage because they have a low center of gravity, bro. That's not real.
I mean, he seems to utilize it pretty well.
They have developed techniques for beating people with long reach. It's called slips and all that.
I would like to see a Jones and Lester, or one of them type of heavyweights, go at it. But
if that's the case, why didn't he lose? Why didn't Cyril Gane beat him? Cyril Gane's taller than him.
No. Okay, you're right. You're absolutely right. Hold on. So like, let me clarify my statement. Like my statement was not to say that he's not nice. Like right. Like of course he's good, but I just feel like I feel like when he's fought guys with his same dimensions, like for instance, he fought, who was that white boy that he fought from Europe a while back? Alex, the super tall Alex. Gustafson, right? He didn't struggle, but it was very competitive. He also, in
struggled
my
at
opinion,
first.
he lost the fight, in my opinion, against that
No, he
other,
didn't.
the Latino dude, the kickball. What was his name?
That dude got
Uh,
hurt.
man, from what I saw, I felt like he beat that dude, beat him on points. So
No,
again, it's not to say
no.
that John Jones isn't nice,
The guy
but
got hurt, and then John Jones started tearing him apart.
I'm gonna go back and rewatch that fight. I ain't seen it in a minute, but
Remember, the dude hurt his knee. Man, y'all gotta understand something, bro. You're not beating the champ off of taps. That's not how fight sports work. That's not how John Jones took the title from who's the first person he beat for the title? Was it Shogun?
Dominic, that was the guy's name, Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, Dominic Reyes, yeah. But nah, hell no. This is what I'm telling you, man. It's so many people could watch a video and be like, oh, this guy won, bro. You got to see what actually happened in real time. Like my video, you guys keep, oh, he hit you. Bro, I'm telling you, the guy never touched me, but I could say that till I'm blue in the face, but y'all gonna still say, well, in the video, it looked like that. I'm like, me and Ugly Money Niche, who was the referee, literally Ugly Money Niche was like, you trying to take credit for beating Brandon, you didn't even touch Brandon. The guy was like, that may be true. Everyone's still running. He did this. He knocked you out. I'm like, bro, the guy didn't touch me. I'm not saying that because I have a fragile ego or I'm trying to make the guy look bad. I'm saying that because that's actually what happened.
They make it seem like
no. Go ahead.
My fault. No, they was making it bigger than what it was. Bro, come on, bro. Anybody who really know, bro, come on, bro. You slipped. You lost your footing. Like, come on now. Like that's it.
But
what's
absolutely hilarious? You said Brock Lesnar?
John Jones could fight Brock Lesnar? You said Lesnar? What you said?
He will destroy Brock Lesnar.
Bruh, Brock Lesnar is terrified of John Jones, bro. Like, man. And then
who
his
said
physical
that?
Attributes, bro. That's what he was born with, bro. Like,
who the hell said that Brock Lesnar could fight John Jones and win?
Because I thought he said Lester. I don't know. He said Lester or Lesnar. I thought he said Lesnar for a second. But yeah, he fought Gustafson shit the other time and then beat him. What the heck? He took him apart the second fight. Yeah, Thiago Santos, tore up his knee, and then he kept wrecking that thing. And then look at it. You talking about he lost that fight against Dominic Reyes. Look at what happened to Alexander Gustafson's career after that. He lost. What happened to Dominic Reyes' career after that? Lost. Like the heck, he got knocked out heck of times after that. It's like, bro, like after he fight John Jones.
I mean, anybody can get up for a fight against a champ, but sustained success is what the real marker of a champion is. Can you come back, right, and win? But people saying they make it about what they want to make it about, what it is for them, and you know how they want something to play out, and what they feel gives them an advantage. And unfortunately, we just got a lot of people in our community, in our society, they just too scared to ever do anything. So they make a commitment to going around trying to criticize and tear down other people's accomplishments. And that's basically what Point and Shoot is doing. But he just can't do it to me because my pedigree is proven, right? Like I could pull up matches. Like, dude, I could pull up matches and say, and people say, oh, this guy okay, I use this technique. I use that technique. You know what I'm saying? You got black belts in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu who never even fight from their back. And they're world champions, like this dude named Big Mac. But 100%, even when you watch me do jiu-jitsu, you're like, no, this guy has a comprehensive understanding of the sport or the art. And he's willing to take it there and use it against like any of his challengers. But that's what the most important part of being a black belt is. Can you go and teach somebody little how to be effective at jiu-jitsu. Like, I'll give you guys another match. Right here, this guy actually was Russian. He flew over here. This is me at blue belt. But I had a very comprehensive understanding of this stuff even at blue belt. And that's a low belt. Most blue belts are like, that are my size, they're just trying to stay on top. They're going like, just stay on top. But I was pulling guard on people. And if you guys got more topics that you're saying point and shoot cook me on, guys, there is the link.
For men's, Guy Brown Adult in second place, Benjamin Nathanson, Academy of Brazil. In first place, Ricky Chahal, Ralph Gracie, San Francisco.
Come on up. All you have to do is come on up and you can ask all the questions you want. The link is in the comments. But that's why I'm not really saying a whole lot right now, because I'm putting the link in the comments for all the critics, all the haters, all the people. Come up. But what you realize is once you put the link in the comments, it's just noise. People just saying stuff to try to get a reaction. They can't argue these points. But I mean right there, Rex, DJ, do you see? I think DJ, you do jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At what belt are you?
I'm white belt. I'm super.
Okay. New. As a white belt, when you look at me training, this is me as a blue belt. That's one step up from white belt, right?
Yep.
What would you say, looking at these techniques, what would you say about me as a blue belt? Would you say this guy's legit? He's a blue belt fighting.
I would say you probably had some type of previous training, and maybe it's just a technicality that, like, my first thought would be it's just a technicality that he's a blue belt. He's obviously had training before, and he's just going through the motions to get to his brown or black belt, which is probably his true level at that time. That's what I would say.
And the only training I had before this was football. That's it. And I'm down. Listen, bro, I would just love if these people took a jiu-jitsu class. Do you understand the levels it takes to play De La Riva guard? Look, I'm in a De La Riva guard, bro, at blue belt. Most blue belts my size don't even attempt De La Riva. Most people my size, period, don't even attempt De La Riva, let alone get a sweep in a tournament from it. This is high-level shit right here for a blue belt. And even the refs used to be like, bro, you are freaking super good. Oh, this right here. Listen, bro. This position right here, 90% of jiu-jitsu, this right here, 90% of jiu-jitsu practitioners, that is a death sentence for them. If you get De La Riva and that guy steps out of your guard like that and gets to your side, most people will literally just try to roll over and scramble. Bro, I just stuck with it. I'm coming to you right now, Davion. I stuck with it. Boom, came right back into half guard. Got the underhook. You guys don't even see all that. Underhook's happening. Got the single leg. Came back with the dude. Bro, this is just, now I'm deep half with a weird grip. No grip. Now I'm deep half on this guy. Psh, come on. And this guy was strong as hell and moving a lot. But this was for the open weight division. Boom, that's a sweep. That's two, baby. He was strong too. But I just literally used technique on that guy and just beat him. I didn't really have to use a lot of power. That's the Newaza right there. And then we go on to we keep fighting or whatever. I think the guy ends up getting up. I let the guy up. And then I just kept using that same strategy on him. Get up.
Have you ever had to put it on somebody using this shit in the streets before?
No, not really. Most people can survive this. They can't fight like I'm a pretty good fighter, bro. Like fighting with just hands, I'm pretty good at it, you know. But I mean, that's what I be saying. Like, even with the no jumper shit, bro, I'm not a boxer, but I still got good hands. Like, I was giving them the punches. Like, motherfuckers is just like like, oh, this nigga sucks. He's totally incompetent. Like, come on now. Let's be real.
I mean that I mean that's just hood thinking for you though. I mean, like most of the time, I mean, like what I mean, I feel like coming up, like just just within the black community and whatnot, you hear your family, friends, you be at school, you see somebody get to fight, they get to fighting, what they say, no wrestling, hands only, right? That's
Right,
just like
right, right.
that's just ingrained into the culture, and I don't know why. Like truth be told, I feel like black people now are at a serious disadvantage because like the hood does not understand that you got these geeky looking white boys like Mikey Musumeci walking around. They think they can just walk up on and do whatever, not knowing that they are at a serious, they are putting themselves against a very dangerous opponent. There's just so many just unassuming people now that you think could not fight, and these dudes is killers, man. And I think the black community as a whole, we need to start taking this martial arts shit a lot more seriously and not just throwing hands. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot more.
Yeah.
It's just so much more involved now.
I mean, throwing hands is animalistic, right? Like no technique involved. Let me go to Davion Moore. Yo, Davion, unmute your microphone.
Yo,
Yo,
you don't work at No Jumper no more?
why you think that? What gives you that idea?
They said they put this shit out on their clip. Talking about you ain't show up.
What clip today? Today?
Nah, it was the clip that I had saw that said that you ain't show up or some shit like that. What you supposed to be there and I ain't see you on the episode.
I'm on vacation.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Go ahead, Y9. What up, bro? How you doing, man? This guy right here is the MMA fighter.
Yo, what's going on, bro?
What's up, G?
So, like, am I supposed to be answering the question?
You got a question you want to answer?
I mean, yeah, I just joined into the show. I just came up. I don't know. It's like it's somebody saying that you're like not a real black belt. I'm confused.
Yeah. Somebody said I'm not a real black belt, even though I got my black belt from the Mendez brothers.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I don't like how like they don't have a specific rebuttal to say. So like the only thing they can say is like incorrect claims, and then like everybody agrees with it because one person said it. Yeah, it's really nothing you can do about it. But I'm not surprised he asked, "Are you done working at No Jumper?" Because they did say that you quit or got fired or something like that.
Who said that? Flacco?
Yeah, Flacco.
Why do y'all still listen to Flacco? Just why do y'all listen to this man?
He said Brandon called in and clarified that he would no longer want to be a No Jumper.
I mean, I could see why they would think that, but it was just like, honestly, at the end of the day, if you gonna lie on me, why would I want to be around you?
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like it's not a good lie either. It's like it's bad. Like the dude never even touched you. Like it's just like you can show it in bold proof. There's nothing else you can do. They're just gonna keep lying.
Once Ugly Money Niche was like, bro, you never even touched bread, and bro was like, that may be true. I was like, that's straight from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Like, what else do you guys have to say?
That is not an ego thing. That is not me trying to like minimize bro. That's me telling the truth. Like, you want me to, oh yeah, he did this to me. I'm not gonna, if bro did it, I'm gonna be like, yeah, he got me. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie about someone getting me. Like, that's stupid. But
Even when I first saw it, I'm just like, oh, Brandon fell. And then 3 hours later, I go back on the Reddit. Everybody's like, oh, Brandon got dropped. I'm like, what the? Y'all don't know what a fight is. This is insane.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I mean, there's ignorance plays a part, you know what I'm saying? But I get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing. It's nothing you can really. It's nothing you can do about it. People are gonna hate, and it only makes you better. Only gets you more famous. everything. So
But this it's just dumb. But you know what was funny though? This guy, what's his name? Point and shoot in his attempt to try to discredit me, he actually proved he actually showed something because he had a angle of the fight that even I hadn't seen. And I'm going to play it right now. But this is the second half. This is after the slip, and this is after the slip and right before the second part where I threw the left and fell. A lot of people hit me up and was like, bro, I had never seen that angle, but you was giving it to bro before you threw the punch and fell. I'll play it right now. Tell me what you guys think. Think that. What gives you that idea? What clip today? Today? If you watch that clip, and they sped it up, I don't know why they keep doing that. If you watch that clip, just watch the punches to the body. Watch who's and tell me. I want y'all to watch too. Tell me where you saw me get hit, and tell me where you saw me throwing punches to the body. Think that. What gives you that idea? What clip today? Today? I was talking when I was saving it. But that to me looks like he tried to throw some punches. I went to his body, boom, 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 backed him up, and then I threw the left and I fell over. Okay. What do we see? But that's what I'm telling you. It's all about what they wish happened. It ain't about what actually happened. And so it's just at the end of the day, you just got to take it for what it is. But what I'm learning about the audience of No Jumper is very hypocritical. They'll talk about Adam and saying he's tearing down the black community. He's doing this. He'll do that. They'll say Flacco is a liar. Flacco lied. But then they'll jump right on board with those lies if they feel it fits whatever narrative that they like. You can't be picking and choosing. Either you're lying or you're telling the truth. That's how I do it. And I ain't going to jump up nowhere and be lying to impress anyone. Because at the end of the day, it comes back to bite you in the ass. But anyway, so guys, any last thoughts before we get out of here? Cideroni, go ahead. We'll start with you.
What do you have to say about the fans saying the knockout ruined your career?
The fans saying what?
The knockout ruined your career.
I don't know. Did you see a knockout happen? Davion, did you see a knockout happen?
come on, Davion, you got to say something.
Unmute your mic, Davion. Did you see a knockout happen?
A knockdown.
Did you see a knockdown?
I saw a slip.
Oh, now you see that. You see.
I saw a slip.
This is what I mean, bro. This is what I mean.
Man. These
Like,
niggas
this
is
is
crazy.
I'm just
insane.
fucking with you, bro. You slipped.
Nah, it's cool. I'm not. That's what people keep telling me. Oh, you're taking this so serious. I'm like, I'm actually not. But one of the things I've always done on YouTube, I like putting people on the hot seat. I like getting people to defend the positions that they argue on the internet. That's why I do call-in shows. All right, call up. Tell me what you saw. Tell me where. Let's break it down. And then that's the only way you really gonna get the truth out of black folks mostly. You're gonna have to put them on the hot seat. That's why a nigga be lying for 20 years. Take that nigga to the court of law and put him on the stand. That nigga start telling the truth. Like, what? That nigga kept that lie for 20 years.
But like, even though Davion was joking, like even the people who actually believe it still end up switching their claims. They go from it's a knockout to a knockdown, and then now they're saying it's a slip. Now it's a slip. But then when people go back over to No Jumper, oh, Brandon got knocked down and quit.
Right, it's a knockout. No, they literally said this nigga got knocked out. Like, he was asleep.
We changed the definition of a knockout, bro. This is insane.
Yeah, right. Hey,
Even a knockdown. Even if people label that as a knockdown, like what is even in light sparring, bro? If you slip, bro, you just get up, bro.
You just get up and keep going, which is great. That's which was crazy because that's exactly what we did. And my boy Mikey, he tried to use it and market it. I don't know how many of those Brandon Slayer shirts he's going to sell. Probably none. But hey, I don't knock him for trying it.
Yeah. All black people should be training in martial arts. I think everyone should train martial arts, bro. It's good for every single person to know some type of martial art.
Listen, here's the thing. Black people need anything that instills discipline in them because we're very undisciplined in our thinking. You know what I'm saying? We will get up and ride on a straight lie, and then when it gets exposed, be like, our only answer is like, oh, I was just playing. You know what I'm saying? And this goes beyond fighting or anything. Black people, we just are at a strategic disadvantage, politically, socially, all that, because we just love lying. Like, there was this one thing I was reading about these like black kids going to college, right? And they did a study because these people made a claim that these black kids, when they was going to like Yale and Harvard, they weren't successful because of racism, right? So basically, they like administered these black people like these tests, and the black kids failed the test. And what it came to find out was the children were placed in these Ivy League schools because of affirmative action, which means even though their test scores were bad, they still put them in like Harvard, Yale, different schools. But because the kids were not educated enough or prepared to go to those schools, they would then end up going to those schools and like dropping out, dealing with depression and all that stuff. And basically the study proved like it had nothing to do with racism. These kids just were not built like the kids who go to Harvard, willing to go study 5, 7, 8 hours a day and, you know, pass up going to the dance or the party so they can study and focus on their grades and stuff. You know, they didn't have that level of discipline. And what they used to excuse their lack of discipline was racism. Oh, it's racism. And that's really what a lot of us do. There's a lot of people watching No Jumper. They criticize No Jumper, but then they'll say, oh, Adam is a racist, so that they can cover over the fact that they love consuming the content of No Jumper. It's like a drug who talks down on drugs, you know, or talks down on the drug dealers as a coping mechanism for them being unable to stop doing drugs. Hold on. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with what you were saying. I wasn't.
So we'll do final thoughts. Go ahead, 223.
No, I'm just tapping in.
Y'all niggas are funny. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate y'all hitting that link though, for real. Cinderoni, go ahead. Let's start the closeout.
Salute, man. Great show, great commentary, great topic, man. Shout out to everybody that came in.
Hey, what's up?
You know, I definitely agree with the you know, the discipline, you know, and everything like that. You know, I think we all need some.
I'm gonna hit them up now. I was actually live on YouTube.
Brandon, if you don't know your mic's on, I don't want you to say anything. That's like,
oh, my bad.
He's on the phone with his boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm on the phone with my boyfriend right now, y'all. Give me a second.
Yeah, so you know, so like I said, man, good commentary, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think we all need to get some type of form of discipline going on. Self-defense is always something much needed. I will say this though, you can't stop a bullet, you know. We need to learn respect, discipline, and have more integrity and pride out here. Man, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Hey, 223,
hey,
what
thank
you a troll?
Cinderoni. I appreciate that.
For sure.
I heard that. Cinderoni always giving a shout out to the crowd.
Would you ever get a turkey hairline, Brandon?
A turkey hairline?
I be having a few people in there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Monty you know what I'm saying? I get a bushwatcher, just stalkers, you know what I'm saying? It's all good though. You know, I be seeing them popping up and everything.
Hey, what's crazy is I was just in Turkey.
Yeah, would you get a hairline?
Nah, I would go bald.
Fuck it.
I mean, that shit is just overdone. Like, bro, you know what's crazy? With the hair loss shit, once you get the hair transplant, you still got to use Rogaine, minoxidil, and finasteride to keep that hair from falling out.
Yeah,
So,
if you get that transplant and like you cut your hair, you got to get it again. Like if you lose that strand that was implemented, it won't grow back.
but the thing is, you still got to put the topical stuff on, right? So my question is, why don't you just start putting that stuff on your real hair if you're gonna have to start using it anyway? Dudes be like, I don't want to use that stuff. I'm going to get a hair transplant. As soon as they get the hair transplant, the doctor prescribe them the shit in a pill form. You might as well have just started doing it.
Yeah, but
Save yourself
they needed
$2,000-$3,000.
that back end of the head to get it on the front end. You know what I mean? First, then they can do the Rogaine, and it might, you know, do something or whatever. But that hair transplant business was that whatever it is. Anyway, it's a big scam though, man. You're gonna go in there, they're gonna give you a consultation, then it's gonna be like 10,000 down, then they're gonna hit you for another 20,000. It's like you go spend like 80 or 150,000.
Nah, hell no. These niggas is over here getting that shit for $2,000-$3,000. Bro, when I was coming, I was on a plane to Turkey. It was a gang of niggas with baseball caps on, shave ball, because you know they make you shave ball. It was a gang of dude. I saw a gang of dudes, black dudes, white dudes, Asians. They was on their way to go to Turkey. But what I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. My dog, Coop's Corner, he has a channel on YouTube. He came to Kenya and did his hair transplant, and I think bro paid like $500. And his shit is like, nah, hey, that shit is, bro went from being bald as hell to having an afro.
For $500.
$500, everything cheaper in Kenya. And the funny thing is, Kenya be having like really good doctors at like fertility and stuff like that, because the Indians, they come across the Indian Ocean to live in Kenya because their country is too dirty.
That's wild.
T-Rail looked rough after he got his. Bro looked like the worst. Wait, T-Rail got a hair transplant too?
Shit fucked up.
Yo, Brandon has No Jumper offered you to box Almighty yet?
Almighty is scared to box. I said, I commented on one of the streams when the last stream was on. I said, you don't even got to pay me. Just give him a bag. I'll fight that nigga for free. He's scared. Bro, scared, bro.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't just do that instead of just
Nigga
talking.
can't fight.
Like,
bro,
all
why
he
would
does,
you get 10? I would tell Adam, give me 10,000 and I'll 10 or 20,000. I'll fight this nigga Brandon, bro. You know that shit will do a million views.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
The waves, the freaking the ripples that shit would cause
He don't want to take his hat off.
Yeah. He doesn't want that embarrassment to be that public, bro. He knows he's gonna be viral.
Hey, who was the wrestler who used to have, what was that big nigga name? Remember the wrestler who had this shit where his shit was like carved in his head? He had the hairline, but it was like lightning bolt black dude. That's how Almighty hairline looked.
What's that dude? Bull Rock off of Street Fighter.
Bull Rock, exactly. That's who I was thinking about. Yep, Bull Rock. hey, bro, got the Bull Rock hairline on God.
I think.
That shit was crazy though, man. Like, you know, a lot of these dudes got so much static in the streets, man. I don't see how they could try to, you know, go to work and try to fight somebody, man. It's crazy to me, man.
Running for people in the street but coming to work, because that's the only place where bro can act tough.
It's crazy.
And then this fool tried to say that he never claimed no Crip gang, but we got him on video claiming 90s.
Man, I done seen two different sets. I done seen Bloods and Crips. You know what I'm saying? Going at this dude like, you know, like he didn't know which one he was.
Bro, the nigga has a whole video with some dude named Chico.
That
Where he
nigga looked
claiming
scared when
9-0
Dodie
or
6 ran up
1-9
on
or
him.
whatever it's called.
I think that nigga gangbang trying to cover it up with the pimping.
I think that
They're not. That nigga confused. White mama, white daddy.
nah, that nigga's a
He might be
gangbanger
confused.
when it's
Now, and
convenient.
here's the hypocrisy in No Jumper, right? Brandon slips
He might,
during the body punching whatever, and the excuse from everyone is, oh, but he's a so-called black belt in jiu-jitsu. You supposed to have balance. You're not supposed to fall. But when Munchie says something about when Munchie says something
Shit fucked up.
about Almighty pulling out a knife when Brandon was about to whoop his ass, then it's Munchie was only joking. But if you're a pimp, you don't joke like that. Am I correct?
I mean, 100% correct.
yeah.
But the worst part was people was
That's
justifying the knife pulling. Oh, I would have pulled the knife too. Like what? We
Yeah.
fallen, bro. Black folks ain't what we ain't what we once was, bro. Like if you think
Goofy
black
ass.
folks is,
hey,
bro,
respectfully, right? Keep it 100. Like respectfully, right? If a motherfucker said they would have pulled a knife, well, okay, I can see if you pull a knife if somebody's fucking with you, but if you being the aggressor in the situation, then you talk about just
Right.
pulling a knife on. I mean, that's some other shit right there.
Yeah.
The worst mistake they really do is they merge in all these different characters, and it just don't. You know what I'm saying? It don't. That shit ain't what they thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? You putting this off-brand pimping with these so-called serial gang, all this old bullshit, man. That shit ain't motherfucking working.
nah.
Then he holler at one person, but you don't holler at the other person, and all this old man.
bro, hey, bro is such a pimp. He couldn't even get Jalise, bro. Let's just call it what it is. Let's call it what it is, bro. Such a pimp, he couldn't even get Jalise, bro. That's why, bro. Really, hey, Jalise said some kind words about me. I bet, bro, was punching the air at that point. Like, this motherfucker. Hey, my God.
Hey, then you said Loose Cannon got a George Jefferson too?
Who got a George Jefferson?
Loose Cannon.
Oh, that's what 600 said.
That's
That's what 600 said. He said, bro came with the George Jefferson. I believe
you gotta look up that Lawrence Fishburne hoodlum. That's the hairline you talking about for real. That he got that he got that hoodlum hairline. Motherfucker from the 30s.
He got the Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah, he got the Bumpy Johnson.
I love that movie.
Oh
shit!
That's him. He got that Bumpy Johnson.
Let me share it. Dang, that's crazy. You ain't lying.
Yeah, but hey man, he disrespecting.
Suspect worse. Suspect worse than Bumpy.
Bumpy shit in the middle of his head.
Hey, Bumpy shit look like a widow's peak. That nigga suspect is sitting back like a motherfucking.
He got a mean hat collection.
Nah, that nigga sitting back like a what's his face? What's the nigga name from this? Damn, what's the motherfucker name? Oh, suspect is sitting back like Worf from Star Trek, bro.
He said he got lined up with his
suspect and bro is about on the same level, bro.
They got the extra cranium.
Nigga look angry as shit.
That nigga got the cranial nodes. That motherfucker is sitting, but then puts on the little painter cap. Bro puts on the cap with the fucking little artiste glasses. That shit be killing me. That motherfucker look like a bottle cap.
And that shit make you think. Though, did Adam use him as a torpedo?
Nigga be getting sprayed on hairlines and shit.
Bro, shit look bad, man.
That shit look crazy.
Man,
Adam used him as a torpedo and Brandon.
Brandon, how long did it take for you to get your black belt?
7 years.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have probably got it faster. But I had took time off, dude. Like jiu-jitsu, as you already know, White Knight, jiu-jitsu, if you're doing that shit like seriously, it's a huge sacrifice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of mat time, dude. Training every morning. I was training every morning at 8 a.m., 6 a.m. I would train 6 a.m. in an 8 a.m. class. Then I would go to work from 10 to 6. Wait, I worked the swing shift from 10 to 6 and then go back to training at 7 and train from 7 to 9 for like years.
Yeah.
Look at that comment, Brandon.
It's a couple dudes at my gym that are literally on that schedule. They'll come to the morning workouts, go to work, and then come back for the night.
But yeah, it's crazy. I was doing that. Listen, man, 6 a.m. Look, okay, so I'll tell you real quick. So 6 a.m. and this is how I got my black belt. I would go 6 a.m., train in the 6 a.m. class, train at the 8 a.m. class, train at the 10 a.m. class, go to the beach, sleep at Newport on the beach from like 12 to 3, come back, help with the parking lot from 3 to 4. Then for the kids class, because at ALJ they got a bunch of kids classes. Then I would train at the 6 o'clock class to the 8 o'clock class, then the 8 o'clock class to the 10 o'clock class. But that's after I quit my job. Before I quit my job, 6 a.m. class, 8 a.m. class, go to work, 10 to 6, race over to the gym, train from 7 to 9. Done.
Hmm. Who are like some of the like top grapplers in the world that you have like trained with or like went with, spar with?
I train with all the top ones. Andre Caval, Rafa Mendez, Guy Mendez.
Great.
I mean, everybody freaking Cyborg Abreu, um, Dean Lister. I can't think of who. Keenan Cornelius, DJ Jackson, Tim Spriggs. Just a lot. I can't even name them all.
Yeah. Some
Yo, Mike went out. Some of what?
Oh, my bad. I was in the gym one day and some dude like who works at the gym because I was actually watching a no jumper video like right next to him. That's my guy. He wrestles somewhere. It was a video of you talking about something, I don't know. And he was like, "Oh," he said, "Dude, I know Brandon, bro. He trains here sometimes in Pennsylvania or at my gym or something like that." So yeah, bro, I definitely hear that you be around for sure.
Man, yeah, no, a lot of people know me. That's why I know. That's why Point and Shoot put that damn video behind a paywall. Because if he didn't, there would have been a lot of people like, "Nah, bro, it's legit. What you talking about?"
Who is Point and Shoot?
Just some stupid ass dude on YouTube.
Hey, did 607 Unk have shit in his drawers for
Not the
real?
phone.
Bro, why you asking dumb questions? Oh, the Dookie stain? Yeah, for fact.
When he
For
got on
fact.
your knees in front of you?
He got on his knees in front of Aunt Hefe. But he definitely had
Wait,
shit in his drawers.
Bro, when you said that shit on live, I was dying. Bro.
wait,
Hold on,
Brandon, is
guys.
is 607 Unk actually like what he acts like on camera, off camera? Oh, he's on the phone.
Nigga
I
boyfriend
wonder.
calling on live and shit.
Yeah, I just want to know if 607 Unk is actually like what he acts like on camera. It's like no way.
600. Bro, I'm trying to see. Why,
Hell
why did
nah,
y'all
cause
let
that nigga
him? Why'd y'all let
got
him
real straight
unbuckle
when
his belt?
full extra got on that nigga.
Why y'all let him unbuckle his belt and unzip his pants on the podcast?
Huh.
Hurry up, Brandon. Fat ass nigga.
Sorry, guys, I'm getting phone calls. But yeah, so what y'all say about the shitty booty dude?
Hey,
No, I was asking.
why'd y'all let him unzip his pants and unbuckle his belt on a podcast with y'all?
That's a grown ass man. What you want to do? Go grab his dick so he wouldn't do it? No, stop. Some of y'all questions be wild. I want you to go find a grown ass man, and as he tries to unzip his pants, stop him. Stop him. Your ass will be gay as hell. You try, man. What you gonna do? How? Let me ask you a question. How would you stop a grown man from unzipping his pants?
Still off on him.
Still, man, get that. This nigga.
Nigga, he go piss on your leg.
Bro, you watching No Jumper. You ain't stealing off on shit. Ain't no nigga that's really gonna steal off on somebody gonna be watching No Jumper, bro. Y'all niggas watching that shit for entertainment. But yeah, nah, Aunt just was doing what Aunt just gonna do whatever to get the views
saying
up.
on no tough ass nigga shit. Y'all not looking at him like a weird ass nigga in the midst of him
We
doing
do
that
look
shit.
at him like he's weird.
Well, Brandon, does he actually act like that off camera? Like, is he
Yes.
actually like?
Yes.
Like off camera.
607 Unc has a group of carnival folk with all types of assortment of disabilities following him everywhere he goes.
Oh hell no!
I'm not joking. It's like a circus procession. They all walk into No Jumper, and as they walk by, you could just see them, and they're all weird in some way.
They're all loaded on drugs.
Hey, not like that. Didn't he have a kid pass him a blunt?
Bro, I don't know if that's. Listen,
yeah,
bro,
my fault. Yeah.
Bro has people who look like kids who could be adults. They look like small adults.
Yo, did he actually put voodoo on 4 Extra?
I believe so.
Oh,
bro, if you guys know one thing, when 607 Unc and me was in the same room, and bro just kept trying to touch me, I was like, "Do not touch me! Do not touch me!" On God.
Energy.
Nigga look goofy as fuck.
yo, who is this dude in the chat? Brandon Black Fry.
I don't fucking know. Brandon Black Fryer. No, Fire. Brandon Black Fire. What does that say about you being a No Jumper then? What does it say about me being a No Jumper? The hell, nigga? That's like you catch the CEO of Target fucking sucking dick. Does that mean you're gay just because you work there?
Yes.
Boy. If niggas, if black folks didn't have double standards, they would have no standards at all.
Bro, quit trying to put that shit on black folks.
I put this shit on all black people. These niggas should be castrated. Don't let them reproduce. But yeah, I don't know. But all I know is there's a lot of hating going on. But I'm just glad I was able to have No Jumper lit for like the past week and a half. Now y'all get to figure out what do y'all think about the new hosts? Y'all think the new hosts are good?
What the fuck is the new host?
What new host?
What new host?
Ricky.
Bro, I only watched when you got on there, fam. If we
Yeah, I literally just counted it under.
You talking about the gay white crip that was up there?
bro, dude, they had a whole show about gay rights and didn't gain a single new subscriber. They had a bunch of gay. You had the one dude who is obviously gay trying to explain to us why he's dating a tranny. And then people sending me.
He from A Trey too.
Yeah, well, anyway, let me keep moving forward.
I went on Hefe. I asked Hefe, did he know him? I said he up there.
What did Hefe say?
I'm like, hey, do you know this guy?
What did Hefe say?
He ain't say nothing back. He don't be responding like that.
Let me stop. Because you know, with these niggas, a white person can say and do anything, but if a nigga
That's what I'm
says
saying, man. They kill a shot. That's my. Hey, look, that's one of my major points. That's why I be
nah, these
like,
niggas got double
you
standards
know,
for weeks.
they fucked up, man. And look, and Wack the worst at it. He's like one of the worst people on social
Bro, that
media
nigga
like
works for
that.
the FBI.
They only hate on niggas, man. But like when crackers in their face, man, they goddamn at ease.
Bro, can y'all stop
Man.
insulting the FBI saying whack work for them? They would
I
never
heard
hire
that.
this nigga. Y'all niggas is
I heard
dumb.
That nigga just be pulling up public records,
Bro,
fam.
anybody could pull up that bullshit, man. Have you ever had a jealous girlfriend, nigga? She'll find your whole life. Bro, go get a girl. First, stop being gay and start having sex with women. Then go get you a girlfriend and dog her out. She will know everything about you in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Nigga, she will know where you was born, nigga, where your mama stay, where your great grandma was buried that day. This is public record.
So that nigga Wack gay. What?
Who gay?
What?
It's a white
How
crip
the
on the
hell did you
show.
come to that conclusion?
He's
He acting like
Ray
he acting like a female.
I don't think he's acting like a female. All I'm just telling you is these niggas got double standards. The white man can say anything if it's another nigga. It's like that shit Hawk said. I only bang on other niggas.
Wait, you could be gay and a crip?
I'm
Yes.
sure there are plenty of gay crips, bro.
Tony Willrich.
Bro, there's a bunch of gay bloods. Chris Brown.
So like how does the Bloods and the
Oh,
Crips feel about that? Like how do they feel
probably
about
gay too.
They big homies is gay.
Bro, I'm not even gonna tell y'all this. Look, bro, I got stories I have never told that will go like I've only told people I know closely, but just know, bro, I seen some super gay shit by some hoods that y'all be shocked. And I saw that in the county jail.
That's what goes on in prison. I don't know why these motherfuckers just won't tell it like it
gay
is,
shit
man.
in jail for sure.
Listen, man, when you motherfucking get all that time, you know what I'm saying? 25, 10, 15, 50, 100 out of those shit. Man, you gonna have a motherfucking prison wife, or you gonna become one.
Let me tell y'all something. And this is gonna get me in a lot of trouble. It's a reason why so many motherfuckers defending my almighty on this PC shit. Do y'all notice? Am I the only one who notices that when I start bringing up the PC and the wristband, everybody jump to this nigga defense, even though logically there's no defending it? If the wristband for general population is white, if you was wearing anything other than white, you got some explaining to do.
So
do you notice how many people jump into his defense? Nah, that don't mean like, bro, there's a reason for that. But that's just growing up as a man and understanding a lot of people be in jail doing shit that they're not proud of. You know what I'm saying? But you take a nigga that's all of 103 pounds soaking wet, and you put that nigga in a cell with a sexual predator who 350 pounds, nigga, 1 + 1 is 2. It don't matter how gangster and hood the nigga is. Unless that fool got a shank and he ready to use it, like how Gumby did on old buddy. Let's take the Gumby shit for example. Gumby is known for killing a sexual predator in jail, right? That's what he's known for.
They violated him or something like that, right?
I think he tried to violate him.
Okay.
The dude was also from his same hood, wasn't he?
Hoover.
Yeah,
right.
It was like there was somebody he knew or somebody familiar with it. You know what I'm saying?
It was his big homie.
So I want to see how smart y'all are. I want to see how smart y'all are. I'm not gonna say the gang, but I witnessed in jail older members of a gang beating up younger members of their gang, forcing these niggas to put Kool-Aid on their lips so they look like bitches, and taking them downstairs and fucking them. I witnessed that. I've never told this story. I'm not gonna say the hood. Think about this. Let's 1 + 1 is 2. If Gumby killed a dude from his own hood who was a sexual predator and made an attempt to prey on him, wouldn't that be proof? And I've seen it. I've seen this shit happen. Think about this, bro. That's telling you that there is a homosexual element within the gangs of Los Angeles that is willing to prey on their own homies once they get locked up.
Listen,
but nobody wants to talk about that.
It's certain gangs that allow it in prison. And that's the whole thing about it. Like,
it depends on what state you're in, honestly.
Well, now listen, man, they talk that tough shit. California got a lot of punks in there, man. They need to stop all this old like it ain't just going down like it's going down.
But listen, the punk or not, understand something. These dudes are getting fucked by their own homies. Not saying no specific names. Not saying no specific names.
Hoover, cuz.
No. I don't know that because the gang I'm talking about ain't even Hoover. But what I'm saying is the fact that we know that it's taking place should be enough for us all to say, you know what, that ain't the move.
Bro, that trafficking minor shit is wild.
That what?
That trafficking minors love that Rico.
Yeah, that one dude messed around with a 15-year-old little girl. That was crazy.
What you mean one dude?
Did you read the whole little thing that, bro? That thing is many.
Bro, that shit is common, man.
Yeah, it is common, but I know, but
pimping and hoeing shit.
You can't walk nowhere,
niggas, bro. When a motherfucker is desperate, there's this saying. Remember that one thing? Most black people live in a state of quiet desperation, bro. Okay, let me give you an example. You are a fucking loser. You're in a gang. Your mom's tired of you. She kick you out of her house. You meet a girl. She's like, look, I'm down to sell my pussy for us to get some money so we got a place to stay tonight, right? She does that. Y'all get to live in a motel. She goes out every day, sells her fucking twat, makes enough money to pay for that room and get y'all something to eat. She do that. Y'all lay up for the rest of the night, fucking eating food and chilling. You live that life for a couple of months, 3 months, 4 months. That bitch gets a light bulb off in her head. Light bulb goes off in her head. Hey, I want to go to nursing school. I don't want to do this no more. I'm moving back to my mama's house. Now you asked out. What are you going to do? You're going to be looking for another chick to do that. Oh, man, nobody's biting. Too much competition. Too many pimps out here, right? All right, boom. You meet some young girl, fast in the ass. She acting, she popping it like she's so hip and knows everything and she's so about it. Or she's been around that LA Figueroa culture and she's done some lightweight prostitution, sell her pussy for some Jordans or to get her phone bill paid. And you run into her and she really like you. You give her the sausage and she's sprung, 16, all wrapped up and caught up.
Fucking crazy.
And now you like, oh, well, she's willing to get out there for me, but she's underage. You think these dumb, didn't even graduate from high school ass niggas is thinking logically? These hyper emotional niggas is just like, I need that money and I need her to go get it for me. Bro, they were tattooing their names on minors. That's how you know somebody's stupid. I mean, just think about that. Then you think about jail, you got niggas like Almighty, right? Almighty is scary, bro. Look how he tried to pull a knife on me. What do you think bro gonna do if he's in a cell with a nigga that's 350, big as fuck, look like a damn NFL linebacker, and bro like, nigga, either give me that ass or I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You gonna get that ass up.
Bending over, nigga. He giving that ass up, nigga. He giving that ass up like
you gonna spread this shit open for him.
You got that shit on wick, nigga. Like you can just see it. Niggas who are deathly afraid on the outside, they're horrified on the inside.
He'll spread this shit open for him.
Nigga, give a nigga his ass and be like, just don't tell nobody. Like, real nigga shit. There's just like, even with me with the fight thing, like not the little fight shit with with Mikey. Bro, here's what you got to understand. Mikey was like, we doing it, let's do it. I was like, we doing it, let's do it. Let's do it. Me and that nigga are not no bitches. We don't fold in the face of adversity. See what I'm saying? But yet y'all see a lot of niggas when y'all watching No Jumper, soon as the shit gets to the point of where it might be physical, they fold up. Niggas, you might not believe it, but you got niggas out here who are like deathly afraid of like regular everyday life stuff. And unfortunately, that's just the world we living in. But hey, man, just better them than me. Better than me. I'm about to start making some videos of my experience while I'm out here in the motherland. I'm putting that shit in members only. So if y'all want to be watch that stuff, y'all better go become members. We're gonna start a gang on YouTube. Fuck it. Y'all gonna become members of this channel. Let me read these. Let me read this one single super chat. Man said Masan SF. Thank you for the $5 holler. Keep doing your thing, Brandon. Shout out to my boy. And then I got one more, guys. I got one more. Hold on. Somebody bless your boy with a cash app. I'm about to go use this to get some coffee. Man, I appreciate. Hey, when y'all hit the cash app, bro, I'll be so grateful. I'm like, that's coffee, that's lunch, that's dinner. When you traveling and you get a cash app, bro, it's a blessing. Let me see. My shit acting dumb over here. Come on. What's going? Hold on, guys.
Leave a comment on how y'all feel about Brandon getting knocked out.
Shout out to Mr. H. Thank you, my brother, for the $20 holler on the cash app, man. That's coffee. That's coffee. Well, we in Africa, shit. That's coffee. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me not lie. I'm about to be eating good. Hey, thank y'all though. 20K subs. Yeah, we have almost 21K right now. So we gonna keep it funky. Did y'all watch my Umar Johnson video?
Hey, why he be lying so much? What's wrong with dude? I think he's special needs.
I mean, he's a super smart dude. I would say Umar lies.
My accounts are frozen. My accounts
that shit would have been
are
figured
frozen.
out by now.
I feel like Dr. Umar is a smart dude, but like a lot of things
don't
he
play
can
about
say.
shit like
That nigga is a scam artist.
Hey, do me a favor before
You
y'all
think
leave. What are some things
Dr.
about
Umar
Africa? What are some things about Africa that y'all would like to know? Because like
just
everybody be
donate?
talking about me. Are you still a Pan-African? Well, of course I am. But like I understand that now because I talk about the no jumper stuff and the stuff there. I'm bringing in a lot of people who don't know about Africa, Pan-African stuff, and none of that. They think it's something that is not. What are some things about Africa that you guys thought? Because like I saw somebody just say coffee is 20 cents in Africa, bro. Coffee does cost less in Africa, but there ain't no 20 cents. But you can get all the same shit you get here. I mean, not here. I'm in Africa. You get all the shit you get in America in Africa. What you mean?
That's the question. What made you want to build in Africa instead of America?
I mean, it's amazing. What I would have to say is you have to come here.
Are you building a school like Dr. Umar?
Hell fucking no. But what I would say is when you come to Africa, all your questions will be answered. You'll be like, yep, I understand now. You will literally be like, I see
bullshit.
why people
You're giving us a bullshit answer.
What's the bullshit answer?
You said we gotta come see for ourselves and shit.
Because I could say what it was for me. It was just like I feel like I'm at peace when I'm here, man. It's so relaxing. The people are so damn cool. You know, ain't nobody like you don't get that like in America, you kind of get these like hate vibes when you're around black people. Like they hate you for no reason. Nah, for real. Like just not even hate, just like you get uneasy, right? You just kind of like, what the hell is going on with these niggas? You don't get that feeling in Africa, bro. These people, like, when you're around these people, you feel like they want you to succeed. Versus, like, in America, I be feeling like people be hating, like, trying to plot on you. And don't act like y'all never felt that before. We've all felt it.
It ain't no feeling. That's what's happening.
That's a fact, right? And it's like Why wouldn't you want to be somewhere where people are like they're rooting for you? That's what I like.
You still sent that piece of shit $100 too after he got locked up and everything. He said thank you, kiss my ass and them, right?
Like
Who?
how
No, Lush never sent me the cash app.
Hey, how long can a bank account stay frozen for?
20 years according to Umar Johnson.
How the fuck you getting PayPal's and shit if your account locked up?
Man, listen, man. Y'all look, I got me. So this is the coffee I'm gonna go get. See that? That looks good, right?
Shit look gay.
So you think Africa got better coffee than Brazil?
Hell yeah. Hell
and
Colombia.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna put it in a small cup for you.
Listen, man. I'm not here to make kings or I ain't no king maker. I just
Hey, and where you at right now? How many wives can you have?
7.
What they look like?
What do the women look like?
Mm-hmm.
They look nice. What do you want them to look like? They look beautiful.
No, I'm just saying you being in America, then you going into Africa. You got
there are beautiful women everywhere.
Well, I mean, come on, that's
which woman would you prefer?
Yeah, it's definitely something going. It's definitely more characteristics and shapes and stuff like that. I mean, of course, the shapes everywhere too.
I'm surrounded by beautiful women at all times, so it's not a big deal to me. But you know,
They said I see Brandon is not trying to answer any questions.
Yeah, I don't want to get in no trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble, Brandon. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
How am I gonna get in trouble? How am I gonna get in trouble?
The chat wants you to answer questions.
About what? Whatever questions you have. Do you guys think this lady is pretty or beautiful? Of course you do.
Oh my god, man, she looks beautiful.
There you go. That's so if that's the person I gotta see every day. My best friend who I tried to hook Flacco with, she's very beautiful.
Did she want him?
Flacco can't keep a fucking girl, probably.
He likes girls.
Did she want him?
Listen, man, she was willing to give him a chance.
Flacco and
Look, dog, you gotta answer that,
turkey
Brandon.
legs.
You gotta answer that, Brandon. Did she want him?
She was willing to give him a chance on the strength of being a homie.
Hey,
big ass turkey legs and shit.
Hey, look, man, I tried to hook him up. But he was playing. I mean, shit. Flacco, Flacco's a player. What?
He'll probably get plenty of women, bro.
They said, "Can you call Lush? He looks like he about to OD right now."
I was trying to hook bro up with some quality, though. You know what I'm saying?
Flacco got enough money, bro. Gotta be some girls telling him, bro. When you got money, you can live.
Oh yeah, anytime you get money. Anytime you get money.
Somebody buy me some.
One's gonna buy you.
Somebody buy me some flowers.
You gotta back up so we can see the light. Hey, she was like, send this to Flacco. I sent it to him. He didn't respond.
Flacco looked like he stink.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Bro, that nigga had something crawling on his ass.
Stop lying.
Pointed shoot, pointed that shit out. That shit was crazy. And I know you don't like it because
Flacco looked like he finna bust out his clothes.
This is the girl I tried to hook Flacco up with.
Oh,
he scared her away and shit.
Nah, I guess it wasn't for him.
It wasn't for him. What? So he denied her?
Yep. Turned her ass down.
What?
Yeah. Got her down.
Flacco got bread. Don't know how to act.
Player.
He still know she out of his league.
He think he too good. He too good for her, bro.
Man, listen. All I know is he was like, Bro said I got better options than that.
The chat saying he like men.
Shit, probably only fan models, bro. What the fuck?
Flacco ain't never gave me a vibe that he likes dudes.
What?
He always wearing gay ass clothes and shit. I don't know.
He never gave me the. He never gave me
Let me
gay
tell you
vibes.
something. Any one of these bloggers who be just targeting black men and stuff like that, they all got some homo shit going on with them. If you ask me, that's from New York to LA, the Jersey, motherfucking what that boy from? Where Flacco from? Idaho or some shit.
This is Flacco. I want y'all to understand. This is Flacco's woman, so don't be getting no ideas, okay? That's all I know.
Yeah.
But we gonna keep hope alive.
The dude in the chat said, "Brandon, you lying. You said the Flacco face. He's a virgin."
He a virgin, and we all know he gay.
I don't know if that man's a virgin or not.
No, he said that you said he's a virgin to his face.
I remember Flacco lost his virginity like not too long ago.
This is Flacco's girlfriend.
It's probably who he lost his virginity to.
Oh.
Hey, I tried to hook him up. I tried to hook the nigga up, bro. He said nah. So just so y'all know. If I try to hook you up, I'm gonna try to hook you up with some quality.
Yeah. I wonder how come he never bring her to No Jumper.
I did. She did come to No Jumper.
No, I'm talking about Flacco.
Who?
I was saying he never brought his girlfriend. He never brought his girlfriend to No Jumper.
Flacco lives a private life.
What? I wouldn't bring my girlfriend to No Jumper either, bro.
Nah, people be bringing their girlfriends up there.
See, that's the mystique, though, right? Like, regular people think it's just a fucking danger zone.
No Jumper is not a danger zone. No Jumper is a very peaceful environment.
Mm-hmm. Till the cameras come on.
Shit, right. Right. I never felt no threats or drama at No Jumper.
Mm-hmm.
No Jumper just feel like, all right, we here to pod, let's do it. The best part about No Jumper is after you're done, because you're in you get to drive through downtown LA, stop, get a nice coffee downtown, do a little bit of people watching, take in the scene. That's about it.
They said Flacco legs are a threat.
His thighs.
Thunder thighs.
Hey, y'all leave that. Hey, I want to see how Flacco gonna look after he get that surgery.
He gonna start looking like Finesse 2 times.
He really getting surgery?
Have y'all seen Finesse 2 times lately?
He done lost weight.
No.
Look like he on dope.
I don't be checking out dudes, man.
Brandon, speak on your recent knockout situation.
Man, you bored. You bored now. Oh, what the hell? Hold on, y'all. All right, guys. But it was beautiful hanging out with y'all tonight. I'm glad I gave y'all something to do for the past 2 hours.
No, don't go.
See you niggas later.
Don't
go. Till next time, take care of yourselves. But
Brandon,
most important, take care of each other. Peace.
No, don't go.